G'day everyone, hope you're having a good week. Gardevoir's been out for a couple of hours now. Been able to play around with her and thought I'll make a nice short and sweet guide. These are all my opinions on good builds and currently been running these held items. Yeah, let's jump into it. So firstly we'll go over Gardevoir's abilities. So you have Psychic. After hitting an opposing Pokemon or travelling its maximum distance, deals damage over time to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and decreases their movement speed for a short time. Upgrade reduces this move's cooldown. I mean, you usually always want to go with the Moonblast here. And this is why, because Moonblast has the user attack while moving back to create distance. When the move's blast hits, it deals damage to opposing Pokemon in a cone and leaves the opposing Pokemon closest to the user unable to act for a short time. So pretty much having a stun, that wasn't good enough. The upgrade also grants the user a shield when the move is used. So I've been picking Moonblast up nearly every time. I have tried Psychic and I was able to get some weird I wouldn't say nice, but a weird build for late game at Zapdos where you've got Psychic and then Psyshock. And it only really works if you have your Unite move. But yeah, it's kind of like a troll build, a fun build if you will. So with this one we have Psyshock. Attacks the designated location 3 times. This move's cooldown is reduced each time one of these attacks hits an opposing Pokemon. Upgrade also increases the damage this move deals each time one of its attacks hits. So if you get the 3 attacks hit on an opposing Pokemon, it pretty much will reduce the cooldown 1 second per hit. So you're looking at about a 3-second cooldown on the Psyshock. And Future Sights is pretty broken. It is like Gengar's Hex. So Future Sights, that's a delayed explosion. When the explosion hits an opposing Pokemon, it reduces this move's cooldown. Upgrade resets this move's cooldown when the explosion hits an opposing Pokemon. So if you are good with your Future Sights and you can hit it, you can pretty much always have this ability up. Yeah, it's pretty gross in a good way, but I don't know. Probably shouldn't be in the game. Same as Gengar's Hex. We have Gardevoir's Unite move. Warp space in the designated area, drawing in opposing Pokemon. Shoves and deals damage to opposing Pokemon the instant the warped space disappears. So this is pretty good setup with these other abilities, because it pulls them into the center, so you can dump these abilities in there, and then it shoves them at the end of the Unite move, dealing damage, so they're stunned, so you can get off a Future Sight or have your Psyshock ticking away on them, or your Psychic, which is the weird build I was talking about with the Psychic and the Psyshock inside the Unite move, but pretty troll build. Because why not have Moonblast into a Future Sight spam, or even a Moon Sight into a Psyshock. So Gardevoir's passive is synchronized. Pretty much what this means is that if I put a debuff movement speed or like a damage over time onto you, I will then receive that in return, so we both have the debuff. This ability goes on cooldown after it's triggered. Gardevoir's boosted basic attack will deal damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and decreases their SP defense for a short time. I tried using this on a bot in practice mode. It didn't decrease their defense, so I'm not too sure how it will work online with players, but yeah. That is all of Gardevoir's moves. Let's jump in and have a look what they actually look like. So in my opinion, they are 2 viable builds, and I will showcase these right now. So this is my favorite build I've been using most of my games, although the other build I'll show you is probably just as good, but if you can hit your future sights, this build is nuts. So usually you always want to have your Moonblast up so you can get that free future sight, which instantly recalls future sight. So you can see how nuts this could get, especially if you have like, you're on lane, or you just have like someone with high CC in your game, like a slow bro with the surf. So whilst they're getting knocked up, you can just continuously hit them with the future sight, and then once they come out of like slow bro's surf CC, once that's over, then you just hit them with your CC, and then you get another one on them. So this is really good if you're good at predicting where people are running. So you can go like this, and then just get used to guessing, predicting where enemies are going. But yeah, essentially you just want to have your moon blast up so you get a free future sight. Another thing we should look at here is the range on future sight. It is absolutely nuts. So we see, we can't even see each other. So if this is a player, they can't see me over here. They might be able to see me on the map, but they won't be able to see me in game. So go like this, see it hit it. So we can even get probably further away here. Yeah, it hit. That is crazy. Tail's just in there. Yeah, oh my goodness. So if you're sitting behind your defenders and you're just getting to free cast these, this is going to be crazy. Let's have a look at the Unite move with future sight, because we know that the Unite move will pull them in, and then after the Unite move it will shove them, stunning them and doing damage. So just put this like this. Future sight, 1, 2. We get 3 future sights for free. And with future sight doing roughly 2,165 damage a hit, if we can get 3 of them for free whilst in ult, they're dead. And keep in mind, this is a pretty big AoE, so you could potentially, if they're all stacked on top of each other doing zap dose for at least 2 or 3 of them, you're going to delete them and probably steal zap. Alright, so now we've got the second build that is nearly on par with the first build, as in it's probably about the same, maybe better, maybe just not as good, depends. We have to see how this all ends up playing out, but we're going to get Moonblast again with the stun and Psyshock. So let's take a look at this. So Psyshock, see how we're getting the 3-second cooldown once hitting it. If we don't hit it, it's stuck on a pretty big cooldown. So that's why we want to have Moonblast with this one as well, because you get the free triple hit on it, or maybe even 2 hits, depends. This synergizes is good with the ult, because again they're getting sucked in, they're getting CC'd, and they're going to be stuck in this Psyshock. So let's have a look at it with the ult. Wait for this damage. So let's have a look at this combo with the ult. Pretty nice damage, considering we pretty much already had our cooldowns up after it as well to go again. So let's reset the cooldowns and have a look to see if I had kept going. Pretty nice damage. Nearly 11k off that. And the cooldowns were pretty much ready to use again. So this build is very nice as well. So if you want to know any more details, or if you want to see any other Pokemon, be sure to leave a comment and let me know. I just thought people would like to watch small videos for a small guide, just to get the gist, get the combos, get the items, just quick. So no 20-minute video for a guide, we can bang them out in 5 minutes. Thanks for watching, have a good one.